Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you are looking for a podcast that keeps its themes a little less mature, maybe on the family-friendly side, where you're okay listening to them with, your younger sibling or grandma, then head on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked. This week, I know you put it in there, but I want to say they interviewed Jared, the marketing guy.
In which he basically says, from what I hear, no, it is the fans who are wrong. So give that one a listen. Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough time to be in the Her Interactive marketing team, because
he just got to also on the city council now in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or technically not Seattle, but one of their little towns, right? And Bellevue, is that what it's called? I can't remember. I don't know. But he's doing both. Good for him.
Good for him. You do it, Jared. Marketing guy. But
we also got a review.
We got a review.
iTunes. Sister, would you like to read our review?
Sure. Why the hell not? Let's see. Must listen for any Nancy Drew fan by Axelady?
Yeah.
I like it. First time listening to recent Ariana over on iTunes. So happy y'all made the move. As a lifelong Nancy Drew fan with a dry/dark sense of humor, I adore your rated T for teen. It's in quotation marks. You can't see, but I did quotation marks. Commentary on the games that made my childhood. You've got a loyal listener here and can't wait to see you continue to grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So you guys can give us more reviews and stuff on iTunes. I don't know if you can. You can't on Google Podcasts, apparently. I looked into it, and that is not a feature on Google Podcasts. But, that's fine. But, iTunes and Spotify?
Probably.
I'll have to look into that. But what are we talking about today, sister?
Man, I don't even know anymore. There we go. Okay. We are talking about the hardest puzzles that irritate us. We're talking about hard puzzles, but they're not just hard. They're
hard in an irritating manner. Hard in an aggravating way. Hard for the sake of being hard.
Have you ever watched the stream and seen us just stare at the camera with abject, just anger and irritation?
Just pure rage.
We just look at the camera like a murderous Jim from The Office.
Of course this is happening. Why wouldn't this be happening to me right now?
That's the puzzle that we're going to talk about.
Yep. So we're going to talk about the 10 hardest ones because we stopped ourselves at 10.
Yes.
But the number 10 is an entire game.
Yeah, I feel like it counts.
It does. The entirety of the Curse of Blackmore Manor is at number 10. That game is so convoluted. Every single thing you do takes 5 million steps. Even playing Go Fish with a Machine.
I actually forgot about that just now.
And it takes you getting extra things. It takes, what? I don't know how we finished this game the first time because we didn't know about game boomers back then.
Yeah, this is before us using walkthroughs ever.
So, how the fuck?
It's all very, very... You can't talk about Curse of Blackmore Manor without saying the word convoluted at all. It's... you have to solve all these, arbitrary puzzles by various pen villains in order to solve a larger puzzle, the larger puzzle of getting the forge lit.
Yeah.
And there's, a little bit of help from a book. But it's very vague and convoluted. Yeah.
It's so, yeah. And then the thing is that we're not even there for that. We're there to help Linda, and
we're there to help a depressed woman who thinks that she's turning into a werewolf.
Exactly.
Come on, Nancy, get your head in the fucking game.
Honestly, that game is just, even the typing game.
Oh my gosh.
Is ridiculous and hard. Because the first time we ever tried to play any game on Senior Detective was this game. Because we're like, oh, we've played it before, we got this. And we were fine up until we got to the typing game for Nigel. And then we couldn't do it, despite the fact that we both have incredibly fast words per minute.
Yeah. Even faster when we were younger, so it's like... Or at least when I was younger. I don't know about your typing skills these days.
But yeah, our words per minute is super high, and yet it was just awful.
Bullshit.
Complete bullshit. And that's why Curse of Blackmore Manor is at number 10.
Yeah.
The entire game. The entire game.
No specific part of it, just the entirety of it.
Yeah. So, you want to say number 9?
Yeah. Number 9 is, actually one of my favorite puzzles, but I understand that I might be in the minority here. Fox and Geese from White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Honestly, yeah. White Wolf of Icicle Creek has mostly easy puzzles, I would say. Fox and Geese is...
not one of them.
Like I say, it's a fun game until I have to do it on their terms.
Yeah.
The first time you play it, and you can just get it however way you want to get it, it's like, oh, this is so easy. But why does everyone always complaining about? I just trap the fox. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. But then when you have to trap the fox in specific corners, and then suddenly the game isn't so fun anymore.
I don't have a problem with it, but you know.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see when I play it on Senior Detective.
When you play it on stream, yeah.
When I play it on stream in general, yeah.
It took me an hour on stream.
Yeah.
Probably to do the 3 corners.
Yeah. So for anybody who for whatever reason doesn't know, Fox and Geese is this nifty little board game that you can learn that you find Lou Talbot and Bill Kessler playing. And you know, throughout the game you get these different little anyway. The game is you play either as the fox or as a bunch of geese in terms of the game. Anyway, the fox is trying to jump all of the geese so that there's none, and you have to trap the fox so that it doesn't eat all the geese. And Trapper Dan's puzzle is you not only have to trap the fox, but you have to trap it in a specific corner with the geese around it in a specific pattern. And then you find other pieces to replace the fox piece and trap them in different corners in different patterns of varying difficulty. And just describing it is horrible.
Honestly, and it's just like you have to do it in certain... And you can't progress the story until you do it.
No. It's awful. Like, again, I love the puzzle. I do enjoy it. But it's like, why did you guys think this was a good idea?
Yeah. And like someone saying in the chat right now that so many people just don't finish the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because of it. Like, they rage quit that game so hard because they can't finish that bit. Especially if they don't go into a walkthrough, because sometimes it'll do random things and it won't follow. That's the stupid bit. So...
basically, between those puzzles and having to be in the kitchen for every single meal, I feel like there's probably a very good number of people who have not finished this game.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah. Number 8, though, is that monster Sudoku in Shadow at Water's Edge. What the fuck? Okay. Sudoku. Hard. Definitely. The really hard Sudoku. Understandable. You know, it's hard. I'm bad at Sudoku. I'm really bad at Sudoku. But, fine. But this, where it's 5 Sudoku puzzles that are interconnected, that's bullshit. Her Interactive, you're just here to expose me as just being terrible at Sudoku in front of God and everyone. Like that's...
Like, who pitched this? Who was like, what's better than a Sudoku puzzle? 5 interlocking Sudoku puzzles. Like, who?
No, you know that they went into Google. They went into Google and they were like, hard Sudoku. And it popped up with that. And they were like, oh, that's a hard Sudoku.
It's just like, in planning the storyline, they went, you know, we've got to figure out a way that, you know, Nancy is able to get the commands from Miwako's cat. How do we make her, you know, what's a nice, like, sort of difficult way to make solve a Sudoku puzzle? Why? Like, why was that? I'll give you the commands if you solve the Frankenstein's monster of Sudoku puzzles.
I mean, and what really pisses me off is that, I'm sorry, George would have been better at that than Nancy.
Absolutely.
But George is like, sorry, you have to do it, not me. It's like, come on. You have to help me, George. I have a job as well as solving a mystery.
Right. I am an unlicensed teacher of small Japanese children.
Yes. I am trying to teach them so that they don't fall down wells. But, you know, I love she's that out joke. There playing hooky with Yumi half the time, and here we are working ourselves from 7 to 7 and then having to solve a mystery.
Nancy doesn't sleep when she's in Japan.
Nancy doesn't sleep ever.
I don't know. Sometimes you sleep for days with Nancy. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah, I did just watch you sleep for days during...
No, I tried to sleep for a day, and she wouldn't let me because the twins needed me to find the fucking blackmailer.
There's no time for napping now,
There's
Ariana.
No time for napping. Like, shut up, Nancy. I know what's better for us.
I gotta nap before I can find blackmailers. Come on.
Come on.
So what's number 7 on our list?
Number 7 is the seemingly harmless otter puzzle from Haunting of Castle Malloy.
Some people say that they're weasels, but I definitely think of them as otters.
Yeah, they're definitely
otters. They look like otters to me. I want to read what I wrote down because I'm fucking hilarious. Okay, let's have a puzzle where you have to match otter butts of various colors. Yes, of course, I'm with you. But also, let's make it super dark in there so they can't see a goddamn thing. You're a genius.
And the colors that they decide to use. It's like...
Yeah, purple, blue, and green, and then yellow. The yellow is fine, but the purple, blue, and green, it's like, if we have any people who, you know, are colorblind,
right?
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Fuck the colorblind people.
Fuck colorblind people. That's what we say at Her Interactive.
But what about the kids who are colorblind? Fuck the kids who are colorblind.
That puzzle basically is just like, nah, fuck them.
Because there's no other identifying marks.
There's
not
isn't.
Like each one is posed differently.
Yeah. It's just the color.
It's just the color.
It's so terrible. It's infuriating.
Yeah.
Hence why it's on the list. It's infuriating. I hate it. It takes so long. It shouldn't take that long. It's only like like, what, a 5x5 grid?
Right. And, yeah, I don't even think it's that. I think
it might be
4x4. I think it's just 3x3.
Oh, it's not 3x3. It's definitely more than that. But it's not big. At most, it's 5x5. It's tiny, and yet it takes like an hour. I swear.
My stream, I felt so bad just sitting there doing that puzzle for so fucking long.
It's just like,
And it's so upsetting because you pick up the puzzle and it's like, these are such cute little otters and they're in like exciting colors. Here, let me just do this little puzzle. Flash forward to like an hour later when you're about to kill yourself and it's like,
you're just like, I'm going to scream. I am going to just scream. I'm going to yell out the window for the banshee to come for me.
Like, you know what? Fuck you, Kyler. Fuck Matt, wherever he is. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this anymore.
Pretty much. So that's number 7. The otter butt puzzle.
The otter butt puzzle.
I know there are otter faces, but it's the otter butt puzzle.
It's the butts we gotta concentrate on here.
Yeah, it's because the butts just will match up to butts.
Yeah.
Half the time. I swear, there are more butts than faces. Probably feels not true, but it feels that way. Number 6, though, is that magnet maze in the Secret of Shadow Ranch. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it is Zebra Rock when you go to the trail stop in Shadow Ranch. There is that rock where you lift it up, and then there's a magnet maze with wooden blocks covering up the maze. So it's really, really touchy, too. Mm-hmm. So you can't see the maze, and then you have this magnet, and you're trying to move them around without being able to see the maze. But it's also just really touchy, even if you can see the maze. So then you're trying to figure out how to get it around, and you can't. Because even if you're going the right way, if you go slightly too fast, it'll drop it every single time. So even if you're going the right way, or if you get slightly too close to what it considers the walls, it'll drop it. So then you'll be like, oh, I'm going the wrong way, I gotta move. It is infuriating. It is so awful.
But beyond that, let's say you do the nifty little cheat, which, spoiler alert, gets rid of the little boards that are blocking your view. It's still fucking hard.
It is.
Because the magnet is touchy as shit.
Yeah. So if you want to be like me and be a complete dirty cheat, all you have to do is back away from it 3 times and come back to it. So you go in, you back away, you go in, back away, go in, back away, you come back to it. The blocks have disappeared. But you still have to do the fucking maze.
In which every single time you get maybe you move slightly too far ahead, or maybe go slightly too close to a wall, you hear like it's
magnet dropped, magnet picked up, magnet dropped, magnet picked up.
Fucking hate it.
I hate it. That magnet maze comes in at number 6.
Fuck that magnet maze.
Fuck it. Just absolutely fuck it. Especially since my hands now shake. So I'm like, it is even worse now as an adult with shaky hands.
Yeah.
What's number 5, sister?
Number 5. Let's just do another Sudoku puzzle. But wait. Let's do it underwater in the worst game ever. Yes, that was a solid fucking transition. Yeah. Ransom of the 7 Ships, the underwater Sudoku puzzle.
That one is just awful because, like Sudoku, it's just a regular Sudoku puzzle, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, well, we gotta do colors. No numbers. Numbers would make it too easy. We gotta do colors instead. Colors, right, fine. But they're totally distinct colors. You can tell them apart right when you look at them, right? No. No. They're also just really similar colors.
They're faded as fuck.
And it's really dark down there, and there's, like, grime and stuff on it. So no, that's also very, very difficult. But that's fine. We can just do it for however long we want, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's underwater? We have to... So it's timed. We only have so much air to do? I see. we can just come up to the surface and then go right back down, right? No, wait. We have to come back up to the surface, sail back to the resort, refill our tank, sail back to the reef, dive back down, and then continue.
But why are you saying that like it's unreasonable?
At least it doesn't reset.
Like, that's the only thing you can say for it. It doesn't reset when you walk away from it, so... No, yeah, that's, okay. So, this list we're working off of is, I was gonna do, a whole video on it. And, in writing my script for the video, I was like, it's a ridiculous concept that there's no other person in the world who would go, let's just solve a color-based underwater Sudoku with limited oxygen. Because, like, I went and I Googled underwater Sudoku, and all I got were videos and articles about Ransom of the Seven Ships. No one else thinks that this is a wise idea.
Of course not. Because it's stupid. It's awful. It's terrible. Del Toro.
Yeah, fuck. No, you know what? It's not Del Toro's fault. He died a long time ago.
That's true.
I blame Dwayne.
Obviously.
Fuck Dwayne Powers. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have to be solving this puzzle.
Yeah. Fuck Dwayne Powers. Honestly, that puzzle is just so completely just aggravating. Just
it is.
Infuriating.
For just the sheer amount of going back and forth that happens.
So I just don't anymore. I don't think I've solved that one for real since we solved it probably the second time, and we wrote it down in our little Nancy Drew notebook. I haven't solved it for real. I've just pulled out the notebook and went, okay.
Yeah.
And just placed it. I don't try. I don't care. That doesn't deserve my attention.
Yeah.
It doesn't deserve my time.
But basically,
bullshit.
At least what you can do is, my advice for getting through this puzzle with your mind intact, take a picture of it with your phone, go back up to the boat way before you ever run out of oxygen, and just do it yourself. Like, assign a number for each color and just draw it out on your own, because it's way too infuriating otherwise.
Yeah, and that's literally what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we took a screenshot, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, be like us. Be dirty, filthy cheats.
Filthy cheats.
Number 4 is fixing Frosty's camera in Trail of the Twister. That fucking runogram to fix his camera. That goes up to 88, by the way. All the way up to 88.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me? And then the entire time, there's this really stressful music going on. Oh, and he's yelling at you.
I was gonna say, it'd be fine if it were just 88 things and you have stressful music. That would be fine. But the problem is every maybe 10 seconds, that's a conservative guess. Maybe every 10 seconds, Frosty comes in with, I'm waiting for my camera, that sort of shit.
It's like, how fast do you think we're gonna do it?
Going, shut the fuck up, Frosty. Like, I got very irritated during my stream. I was like, done.
And honestly, it's so frustrating because, like, for so many reasons. But one, how quickly do they expect you to do it?
Right?
Because they program things in too quickly, in my opinion. It's like with the camera, like the picture taking in Waverly, where people like start talking to you immediately if you don't take their pictures. Yeah. It's like, yes, I'm going to take your picture. And then they're like, are you ready? Are you done?
It's like, I just got my camera out, Leela. I mean, damn it.
It's like, chill your fucking horses. Chill your horses. You heard me.
Chill your horses. You keep that horse in a fridge, young lady.
That's true. The game is not fun in general. I agree. Trail of the Twister is not a fun game.
That's true. You're not wrong.
The least fun game, in my opinion. So, and that puzzle, the least fun puzzle in the entire game.
You know what? At least that makes sense. Honestly, I put it on here because it's the most frustrating, but at least there's some logic to it, as opposed to that fucking prairie dog thing.
What's number 3, sister?
Number 3 is the giant nonogram towards the end of Shadow at the Water's Edge. Y'all, I have come to the conclusion that Kasumi didn't like her children very much.
Yeah.
Because I want you to try to imagine Miwako and Yumi solving this giant fucking nonogram built into the wall.
Yeah. Just leave your will like a normal person.
Right?
Just...
No.
They have to work together, so I gave one of them one half of the numbers, the other one the other half of the numbers.
So not only will they, have to deal with the drama of my loss, they'll also deal with the drama of trying to figure out, how to find my will.
And I will point out that, at least on our streams, so streaming, there's streaming disorder, where it takes you longer to do puzzles when you're streaming. Yes. It took Ariana 45 minutes on Junior.
45 fucking minutes.
No, 45 minutes on Junior.
On Junior.
It's a 25 by 25 nonogram. It took me an hour and 20 minutes on Senior Detective. An hour and 20 minutes. I didn't start over once. Ariana started over a couple times.
Oh, I started over a lot of times.
I didn't start over once. It took me an hour and 20 minutes. I know we're not the best nonogram. I got a lot better, because now I just do nonograms on my phone. So I'm better at them now. I want to try it on my own now, again, to just kind of be like, I can do it faster now. I want to time myself. But, I'm still really only good up till 15 by 15 though, so I'm still getting there. Yeah. But an hour and 20 minutes on one puzzle is a lot.
It's insane.
That is too hard. That is hard for hardness sake. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and the worst part about Reese's stream, because at least when you're playing on Junior Detective, it's a cute little fox that you're trying to make. It's got some sort of shape. It's a little weird looking, but in Senior Detective, it is a fucking amorphous blob from hell.
It's kind of a fox if you kind of squint your eyes and tilt your head to the side. It looks like a fox. So I spent the whole time going, it's supposed to be a fox. This doesn't look like a fox. Am I doing it wrong? I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm just traumatized by this hour and 20 minutes. To be fair, I was drinking, but maybe I could have shaved off 10 minutes if I had been sober.
Maybe.
Maybe I was better because I was drinking. Who knows? Yeah. But again, an hour and 20 minutes is...
But at least it was an hour and 20 minutes of the cheerful Saw music.
That's true.
Yeah.
Was it, though? Or is it that creepy stuff because you're down in the
it goes between all of them, because it's weird that there's suddenly, J-pop when you're, in a broken down bathroom.
I'm okay with it.
Alright, it's getting...
But yeah, no, you're right. Kasumi obviously did not like her children.
Kasumi was a bitch.
Apparently.
Yeah. Alright, what's next?
Number 2 is, this is the second hardest puzzle, completely, in my opinion, of the entire series, is that sudden death lightning round in the Shattered Medallion, where you're having to make discs go into canisters. Okay, one... it's so abstract that it just is like, why am I doing this? Yeah. So I don't have any, like, connection to it. And 2, I can't multitask. I cried. I legit cried on stream when I played Shattered Medallion. I cannot do this puzzle on my own. I literally cannot do this without someone telling me what to do. So I can go through and watch it and be like, I need to do this and this and this then. I'm like, yes, strategy achieved. I can't implement it unless someone is telling me what to do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because, like, the actual conveyor belt doesn't move quickly. And I think that's part of the problem, is it hesitates for so long and you're just, like, ready to do the next thing that you're then likely to shut or open the wrong fucking tube. And then there's just, everything's so stressful about it. Like, it just, to add to it, the slowness of the conveyor belt is stressful, and clicking around is stressful. In between every round, Bess Marvin, it goes, don't panic! She's like, yeah, freaking the fuck out. And I was like, dude, this isn't funny. Like,
no.
You're gonna make me have a stroke here.
And it's just so frustrating because she's done nothing this entire game.
Right?
It's like, yes, maybe you could fucking help us.
Right?
No.
Instead of...
No. Because if there was, like, some sort of, like, assist thing where she told us what to do...
Right?
Like, if I could have, like, a couple cheats where I could, like, use a hint system and have her tell me what to do, that would make
so
that...
you're gonna...
But no. No, of course not. I hate it. I hate it so much. And it's just, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, now that I realize, because a lot of people literally rage quit the game at this point. I know I know a lot of people who literally did just quit the game at this point. In the Shattered Medallion,
it's not worth it.
When you get, I mean, to be fair, the end of the game is so anticlimactic, I can understand. Just for your own self-care, rage quit the game.
Yeah.
I almost did. But, you get to the end, you get all your medallion pieces in at the same time as Kiri, right? So now you have some sudden lightning round, which isn't in the rule book, but you do it anyway because why not?
But, you know, Sonny's running the game, so...
Exactly, and he wants you to win because he likes you better. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So you have to do this stupid lightning round thing where you're putting discs into tubes in certain order. You have to
like you do.
Like you do. So it has to be like blue, red, blue. Yeah. And then the tubes at the top have certain colors in them, so you have to do it in a certain order. And
it's not like it's all in... they're all... like alternating already as it is. So like... So you have to figure out, okay, I want this one to drop at this point so that the one after it can be there for this next part. It's a lot of thinking ahead that is just anxiety inducing.
It really is. It's awful. I hate it. It's terrible. Let's move on.
Let's move on to our number 1. You sure you want to move on, sister?
Yes, I have. I am making sure we have time so I can go in depth on how much I hate this next puzzle.
Number 1, El Toro's Hourglass Puzzle, Ransom of the 7 Ships.
If you need a fucking stopwatch to do a puzzle, it's too hard.
It's too hard!
The worst part about this puzzle, I've ranted about this puzzle
The glasses
before.
are off,
The
guys.
glasses are off. I've ranted about this before, but if you're going to give us, like, lines on the hourglasses, have them fucking mean something. It's like they were like, okay, no, we'll give you some lines, so when it gets to this line, just do the next thing. Just go to the next one, right? No, because the lines mean nothing. Don't listen to the lines, children. You just have to die a couple times, then it'll be fine. Then it'll be fine. Just die a couple times, counting it out. And then it'll be fine. Just learn your virtues in Spanish and get a stopwatch.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like... I think Reese is gonna cry again.
27 seconds, by the way. It's 27 seconds for the whole thing. Just so you know.
I think that, honestly... It's just so horrible. Like, if nothing else, there's no way to do it right the first time.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. You have no idea. You have to die.
You have to die, which takes any of the realism out of it, which is really... Like, I don't look for a lot of realism in my Nancy Drew games, but, like, maybe having a puzzle where dying isn't a necessity to figuring out the answer... you know, maybe we just steer clear of that. It's just a thought.
But that's our 10 hardest, most aggravating puzzles in the Nancy Drew games. If we missed yours, then please let us know. We don't think you're wrong, but you're probably wrong.
You're probably wrong.
A lot of thought went into this, and, you know, objective testing, obviously.
Yes.
But please let us know on any of our social media, on our Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, our Twitch. You can also find us now on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts.
Yeah, and on those, you can leave us a review.
Or, sorry, you say your thing. I'll edit out my...
You ruined it. It's ruined.
But you can find us on Spotify now. That was what I was so excited to say. We're now on Spotify.
Yeah.
I just got ahead of myself. Just as a reminder, you can also subscribe to us on Twitch, so you can get access to our cute little wine glass emote. So, as a reminder, I'm Marisa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy. Chat's making fun of me.
Chill your horses.